What's up, everybody? This your boy, Bless the Best. Been working on some projects this week. I ain't talking about YouTube projects. I'm talking about real world business projects, you know what I mean? Working. Trying to come up. You know what I mean? Like everybody else should be doing. But, man, oh man, it is getting really crazy out here in these YouTube streets. With all this corrupted, amalgamated, revised, post-Trump consciousness. You know what I mean? It's like at one time the word meant something. You know what I mean? You had different groups, you know, throughout the country, like Panthers on the West Coast. You had your Nation of Islam, nationwide, big concentration in New York of your 5%ers. The Asiatic movement that produced most of the conscious rappers, and was a lot of people my age, first glimpse of consciousness, you know what I mean? Through the music and just through life. But it's become political now, you know what I mean? And it's money in it. And the money in it has done its share to corrupt it, because the money drew in a lot of charlatans, hustlers, things of that nature. But I'm saying that to say this. It seems that, okay, wanting to learn your history and talk about your history, things of that such, like, I look at it like this. If you wasn't one of these guys who got called a weirdo and I don't want to hear that pro-black shit. That was the climate prior to, I would say, 2015. See, most of these new motherfuckers out there now, Donald Trump ran them into consciousness. Before Donald Trump came through, the younger generation did not believe that from a presidential level in this country, outright blatant racism could win. And see, man, Donald Trump probably woke up more niggas than Malcolm X and Martin Luther King combined, because they got scared. They got scared, and all of a sudden they wanted to know their history and band together and things of that nature. See, Obama was the sleeping pill, and Trump was the 3 alarm fire siren in their ears. See, a lot of people, they laid down and went to sleep during the Obama years. And I wasn't on YouTube then. I've been on YouTube for 2 months. I wasn't on YouTube then, but I've been on Facebook for like 12 years. And I was on Facebook posting things that would be considered things that have a name now and would be considered consciousness, things that I would find out about history and different ideas and observations I would give, right? And man, everybody talk shit, man. God damn, man. Man, bless all we got with that black shit, man. Man, they can't goddamn have no fun, man. Everything, you know, you always got something to say. That's what I start hearing, right? So, once Trump won the election, they were more receptive to a conscious message. It's like I would go down my timeline after 2016 and everybody would sound like Clyde Black. Hey man, y'all follow me on Facebook too. That's my name on Facebook, Clyde Black. But I noticed then that everybody would sound like Clyde Black. Now I'm like, wow, you know, I'll make a post or two, but see what it is Clyde Black didn't get like that all of a sudden. I was Clyde Black before the internet, period, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I saw this video series when I was in my teens. VCR tapes. It was about 5 of them. And it's called Eyes on the Prize, right? It was a documentary made probably early 80s, and it walked black people's experience in America from slavery. Because just think, that was like the extent of the knowledge that was out there then. So it walked us from slavery all the way to the present day, which is the 80s. And that documentary woke me up. It shook me out of my seat. I saw some things on that documentary where I was just like, wow. And from that point on, I always I've always wanted revenge, right? Revenge in the form of seeing my people treated with respect and seeing my people have self-respect and have reverence for their ancestors and the past, and just know that the white people hate you just for being born. There is no redeeming white society. The best thing you can do is get your money, get your family together, and get your essentials together, and do everything you can to fuck up his plan every day you wake up. On code, 100%, no compromise, no sellout. That's why. That's what built me, right? And that's why I have zero tolerance for all this funny stuff, right? All this intellectualizing your oppression and intellectualizing white supremacy. I ain't trying to do that. Look, I'm a man with a mind, you know what I mean? And debate and study, scholarship, you know what I mean? All that's cool, you know. I can go with the best of them. But that's not my point. That's not my point. That's not my purpose. I represent the heart, the meat of the movement, the front, you know what I mean? No compromise, no sellout. I don't believe in this cracker's politics to help me with shit. I don't believe that. That's a fantasy, that's an illusion. And see, nowadays, the conscious community, as they call it, has turned into a freak show. Ain't nobody talking about revolution. They talking about tea, crystals, all this sideways shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I see the value in spirituality. You know what I mean? I'm a spiritual person myself. But at the end of the day, I'm the foot soldier. I'm the foot soldier. That's what I represent. And the foot soldier cannot be written out of the liberation. Paperwork process is not gonna work. Man, look. Believe it or not, this is just an intro for this video that I want to play for y'all. But before I get into it, man, all right, over the past week, I've been in contact with some brothers who represent the indigenous, you know, the Black Indian movement. I wish that I could talk to the real spokesman for that movement, but I'm too small, you know. He probably wouldn't bend down to stoop down to my level to get his ass whooped with the information. But I am telling you right now, I will whoop his ass all up and down the street with the information. Now, he gives you lies mixed with the truth. Some of the lies are more blatant than others, but the lies as a whole exposes an ulterior motive that this man has. Man, it took me 2 days to find evidence that debunks every last one of his big title videos where he stands on the shoulders of foundational Black icons like Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, right? The Underground Railroad fake. There were no slaves brought over from Africa, easily debunked. He couldn't have been looking for any evidence of that because evidence will just start busting you in the face, and then all you have to do is just open your fucking eyes, man. Some things, walk with me right here. Some things don't have to be proven to you, right? Because some things can't really be proven. And that's a space and time thing. You know, man, you can't be two places at the same time. So however history is recorded without being videotaped or audio recorded, you really don't know. But some things you just know from here, man. Some things you just know from here. Some things you just know, man. And when you know and you hear some bullshit, you might not be able to get to the bottom of it immediately, but you know bullshit when you hear it. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm about to play some audio, right? From something I saw last night. It's very, very, very rare that I will say this. I agree with this video 99.99%. This brother said everything that I had in my heart. And he said it better than I ever could. And y'all just bear with me, right? His name is Sara Suten Seti. That's right. Black power in this motherfucker. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. Some of you like him. Some of you don't like him. The ones that don't like him still gotta give him credit for the information and the power in which he delivers it, right? Now, he comes from the so-called conscious community in a way. His background goes back way farther than the time when consciousness could come through a cell phone. You know what I mean? He ran with some of the great master teachers as a youngster. And you know what? Without further ado, let's crank it up. Let's go.
You know, people been waiting on me to come on out. You can keep waiting. You know what I'm saying? I didn't evolve as a revolution.
See, Seti, he's been kind of quiet, like over the ever since last summer. He's still been dropping his knowledge and his ancient teachings and stuff like that. And to be honest, I don't even watch that shit. I don't even watch it. Like during the early days of Sonetta TV, you know what I mean? I watched all that shit. I learned all that. Like that kind of stuff, the Egyptian this and that and all that, they just like fun facts to me. You know what I mean? They not really tangible to me. They just like fun facts. So I don't even watch Seti for that. This is what you gonna see, what you gonna hear on this video. This is what I watch Seti for. You know what I mean? All the rest of that shit is just fun facts. And guess what? He totally understand that. Meat and potatoes. That's what I'm about. That's what he about. That right there. That red, black, and green. Let's go.
Yeah. You know, people be wanting you to jump in every little cesspool. And that's just not what I'm going to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's just not what I'm going to do. And we should be past this shit. But we not. You understand what I'm saying? And what I'm going to discuss tonight, You know, this is for my family. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I don't. Okay? I don't.
Air horn. Buh-buh-buh-buh. That's right. This right here is for my family. I don't give a fuck about anything else. All you niggas running around trying to run from Africa, y'all go right ahead. Y'all go right ahead. I don't give a fuck about y'all. This is my last time addressing you niggas. I'm talking to the red, black, and green. Because we gonna be, cause whenever it go down, hey, we gonna be out there. We already know. We already know that's the lake of fire that you gotta walk across for true power and true liberation. We know that nobody has ever been given power or liberation. You gotta take it. So all you other goofy motherfuckers running around thinking you gon' out talk the white man with lawyers and shit like that, you go right ahead. This ain't for y'all. Matter of fact, leave the room immediately.
This for my family that's down with black power, down with African consciousness. You understand what I'm saying? Down for the African liberation movement, down with some Garvey, down with some Khalid Abdul Muhammad, down with some Dr. Yosef Ben Yakana, down with some Dr. John Henry Clark, down with some Dr. Francis Cresswell. If you ain't down with that, you might as well just get the fuck on up off of here, because it's gonna get hot. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what's happening out here. You know what I'm saying? I see and it's been happening. Okay? It's been happening. And there are catalysts that allow this shit to happen. But, this is not nothing new, because I've always stated my opinion on this situation.
See, right there, what he's talking about basically is what introduced most of us to him. Him and the cast of characters. I really can't remember what year it was when I first came across Sonetta TV, but said it was one of the guys on there. Sonetta would set up, he would have different people from these different schools of conscious thought that was out there, metaphysicians, all this and that. Seti came through with a whole different feel. He was on straight black power. And Sonetta was too originally, and still is. But Seti came through, and because he didn't talk with the New York accent, you know what I mean, and his speech was kind of slow, they thought that he was lacking academically. But they found out he just looked like that. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Let me get something to drink. Okay? That's some
black and tan.
Shit. I need some water.
Y'all need to try that.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't drink but one though.
The difference
I like beer.
between the conscious community, which is an illusion of liberation, ain't even about no goddamn liberation. Ain't even about no goddamn liberation. Niggas don't even know what the fuck the conscious community is.
Okay.
That's real motherfucking talk. It's a zone of illusion. You see what I'm saying? Because
if you one of them guys that got woke when that term was popping, you still an infant. You not gonna understand the underpinnings of white supremacy. So whatever you learn, you was from here or you was from there, or they did this to your family, all this and that. Everything that you learn is only gonna confuse you. if you don't understand white supremacy. Shout out to Neely Fuller for that one. Let's go.
Reality is, I keep asking the question, conscious of what? Nobody ever say what the fuck, the conscious of what? You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know what, the conscious community is a Frankenstein community.
That's right.
Put together to dumb down the African liberation movement. That's what it was created.
The conscious community of today is an amalgamated mess where everybody talking about different shit, different bullshit that don't mean nothing when you are at war. This cracker is showing his teeth with aggression. Fuck a debate, man. Fuck a debate. Ain't no debate. Y'all niggas stupid. Be cannon fodder then.
To do. You see what I'm saying? Because when you go into the conscious community, all type of vagabond groups exist within the conscious community. All these motherfuckers is going in opposite goddamn direction. You see what I'm saying? Ain't none of them moving in a centralized understanding of where the fuck they go. And I'll call names, all type of groups. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll call some in a minute. And these groups don't.
Dane Calloway's congregation is the group that I have a problem with. He gonna touch on it. I'm gonna let it go.
Have the creative ability to exist on their own. You feel what I'm saying? They've been here for a minute, but they really don't got no fucking juice to do nothing on their fucking own.
Okay.
So when a nigga like General Sara Suten Seti, who got that motherfucking juice to exist on his own, can bring in and pack a house out, then you get all these motherfuckers that want to be on the ticket, out of nowhere, can't pack the house for themselves, but want to be on your shit. You see what I'm saying? Want to come in and dumb down your shit. You see what I'm saying?
See, on this part, he's talking about some specific shit that goes on in the lecture tour. You know what I mean? It's mostly in the north. They have these lecture tours, and it's the same people, and they go around, and SETI is calling them out for not having a revolutionary message and being the milk to his coffee.
I mean, on your team. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they do. Because they don't have the creative initiative to pop this shit off for themselves. And so, you know what? I started having problems with this shit a long time ago. I'm like, I don't want no motherfucking body on my ticket. Fuck these niggas. They want to come on my goddamn ticket and talk shit about me. You understand? On my motherfucking ticket. On a house that I done fucking packed. You see what I'm saying? Oh, no. We're not going to do that. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to do that. So that's what the time, and so this is an illusion group. What they do, let me tell y'all something. When you're talking about all the fucking groups that exist out here, the one with just the outstanding, by par excellent authority is the African-centered liberation movement. They don't have no fucking scholars.
Hey, man. We move the crowd. Unquestionable. We move the crowd. Your motherfucking information has produced 0 victories. If you think Dane Calloway is a scholar on par with the people that he's mentioning, you need to rethink life, bro. Really, you need to rethink life. Let's go.
Like I scholars. I'm just gonna put that shit up up front.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They don't have no motherfucking scholars like our scholars.
None.
They don't even got no scholars.
None.
You know, when we talk about the greats that come up out of the African-centered movement. Garvey.
What?
Ian, Clark, Francis Cress Welsing, Amos Wilson. You understand what I'm saying? Tony Mark, George G.M. James.
I saw a post from my brother, cause he's still my brother. My brother, the original man of God, right? He made a post disrespecting Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, saying that she plagiarized from Sigmund Freud. Brother, you out of line, you off code, and you wrong. Keep in mind, this brother has the very same views on big issues as people like Larry Elder, Jesse Lee Peterson, Tommy Lauren, Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump, Mark Lamont Hill. So you be the judge of if your ideology lines up with that list that I just ran off, and you black, rethink life, man.
Absolute will. Shake Dion. You understand? We can just go on and goddamn on and goddamn on. When you talk about the most extraordinary of the academic scholars, they come out of our community.
That's right.
But they can't deal with their Africa. They can't deal with their Africa. And so what they do is they like parasites. They come into the fucking community. They get the facts. They get the tidbits. And then they run with it. They bleach it under African Senate. Understand?